Okay, it is in page number 46 in new book. Okay, so open page number 46 in the new book. So today we are going to discuss that subunit, that is Varnas. Okay, so what is Varna you have to know. You know that previous class I have discussed about some yajnas like Ashwamedha. So in Ashwamedha what happened, that the kings, they practiced some rituals in front of the fire and sacrificed some animal, the horse or other things in the presence of priests. So, and you know that the Vaishya, they came to watch the yajna, but Sudras, they were not allowed to enter the place of ritual. Now, all these things, all the different groups mentioned in that story on that incident, they were called Varnas. We have many books that were composed in North India, especially in the areas drained by the Ganga and its tributary Yamuna. And during this period, these books are often called later Vedic books, because they were composed after the Rig Veda and about in which you learned in chapter number 5. So at the time, you know that 1500 BCE, the Rig Veda were written, and after that the later Vedas, yes, it is 46, it is 47, okay, very good. I do not have the book, so that is why. So what happened there? So those books written after the Rig Veda, such as Sam Veda, Yajur Veda and Atharva Veda. So in the last two books, there are some things written about the society, about the rituals, and lot of medicinal practices also written there. Okay. As well as there are some other books also written at the time called Puranas. There are 18 main Puranas and lot of Sabha Puranas also there, and two great epics also written at the time, the Ramayana and Mahabharata, okay, in the later Vedic period. These were composed mainly by the priests and described how rituals were to be performed, different hymns like mantras written there, various rituals and different social and religious practices written in the format of songs. So they also contain rules about the society, what to do and what not to do. Okay. And on those books there were several different groups mentioned who were lived in the society, later Vedic society. So the priests, the warriors, the farmers, herders, traders, craftspersons, laborers, fishing folk and forest people, they all together lived at that time. Some priests and warriors, they are rich, some were the poor, such as the farmers, traders, other including many herders, craftspersons, laborers, fishing folk, hunter gatherers were poor as per the historians. They just assume these things. And the priest divided people into 4 groups at the time called Varnas, and these were divided as per their work. Okay. So these Varna, in this Varna had a different set of functions and work in their society. So the priests, they are called Brahmanas. The Brahmanas, the first group, they were mostly the priests, the teachers, the researchers, as well as those who perform sacrifices and receiving gifts, they are called the Brahmanas. Next group, that is the Kshatriya. These Kshatriya, their work was to fight battles. They were the kings, okay, and kings, guards, the army general, they belongs to that group Kshatriya. These are the second group on the society. Third group, it is the Vaishya community. These are Vaishya community, and their main work is the farming, trading, and the making different crafts, such as the potter, the carpenter, goldsmith, blacksmith, the traders, farmers, they were the people belongs to the Vaishya community. And both Kshatriya and Vaishya community, they could perform rituals mentioned in the Rig Veda with the help of the Brahmana. Yes, craftsman, Sanchita, correct. Vaishya means they were the craftsperson, the farmers, the traders, okay, such as craftsperson means the potter, the goldsmith, blacksmith, carpenter, all these people, the craftsperson, different crafts they made, okay, they were the Vaishya community. And the traders also, businessmen, they also belong to the Vaishya community. And the last one, it is the Sudras. Their work, they had to serve for others, other three groups, and could not perform any rituals. Often women were also grouped in the Sudras, but both women and Sudras were not allowed to study the Vedas. Okay. But all these changes were not occurred in the Rig Vedic period. In the time of Rig Veda, all the people are equal. They were allowed to perform those rituals, and society was not so strict. And these divisions actually made on their work. You have seen clearly that these divisions were made from their work. Such as today, some people, they worked as doctors, some people worked as soldiers, some worked as teacher, some worked as in the software engineers, some were the builders, built buildings for us, roads, buildings, okay. So in this way, today's society, and some people also today in our society, they clean our society, the sweepers, okay, the municipality staffs, and who maintain our health and hygiene and clean our environment. So in this way, our society, the works are divided. At the time also, the works are divided on the basis of their groups or varnas, okay. So these are made for the society, for the wellness of the society. And at that time, anyone could change their work. Lot of examples also present, such as Maharshi Valmiki, who wrote Ramayana, belongs to a people, Sudra community, and it was said he was a robber, a dacoit, who plundered the goods, who snatched the people's goods in the forest and killed them. And later on, he raised his status in Brahman. He became a Brahman. He practiced lot of yoga, and he considered as one of the most respected sages of the time, and wrote the Ramayana, the epic. Okay, so transformation is very common Some people you will see later that they belong, they born as Vaishya and Kshatriya, but they performed some rituals such as Hiranyagarbha, the Bhajapeya, Rajasuya and Ashwamedha and become the Kshatriya. Some Brahmana and Vaishya people, they belong, they born as Brahmana and Vaishya, but they turned on into Kshatriya and become the ruler or king of the country. Some and this type of example also there. Some Kshatriya, they become also Brahmin. Okay, they first born as a Kshatriya and later on he turned into Brahmanas, practiced some sacrifice and they study hard about all the Vedas and become a learned person and respected by the society. But what happened later? The women's also, they respected equally in the society in the time, such as Gargi, Maitri, Apala, this type of famous, some learned Brahmin women also present at the time in the society, and they were very much respected because of their knowledge of Vedas, Sanskrit, okay, and the philosophy. But later on what happened? Some people, they made this post, okay, they made this post permanent by birth. Okay. Now, their work decided on the basis of their birth. For example, if one's father and mother were Brahmin, one could automatically become a Brahmin. But though he was not interested to study those Vedas, those books, and interested to teach, some people, such as they born as Sudras, they are not allowed to read the Vedas and all these things, and they are forced to do the hard work, the physical work, the work of the laborers, sometimes the sweepers, or sometimes the work of burial and cremation. Okay. So later those Sudras termed as untouchables. Untouchable means the people should not to be touched. And in today's, if we study that clearly, the first phase of the Vedic period, it was not there. Why they called untouchables? Suppose you clean your house and you just you clean the toilets and all these things, so nobody will touch you. Why? Because you are dirty. If they in the today's situation, those who are involved in the cremation of the dead bodies affected by the COVID-19, so people will meet them usually no, because there is a danger to be infected. So that's why at the time also, those were most of the people, they at the time, those the medical system was not so advanced. People died most of the time in diseases. So those who buried those dead bodies or cremated, means burned those dead bodies, people usually not touch them, not made them, okay, very often. So they are living outside the villages in some other places, because most of they are deal with some deadly things, deadly diseases, the dead bodies with the died in the diseases. In some cases they clean the toilets or the drains or any other things, dirty things. So lot of bacteria and all these things present, all these things on the darts, okay, on the drain. So that's why we usually make distance from those people, and they were considered as untouchables. But later on, later Vedic period, it was totally changed. So they were permanently termed as untouchables, though they were not interested to do their father's work or interested to they were not involved any of such activities. Okay. If he wants to study Vedas, they are not allowed. A later Vedic phase, not previous page. First page it was not there, but later Vedic period it was happened. Okay. Then these posts are fixed. If any Kshatriya son was not able to rule a country or fight battles, though he was sent to battle and easily died in the battle because he was not expert in the battle and he was not interested. His physical fitness was not up to the level, but he was sent to the battle forcefully because born in a Kshatriya clan and died in the battle. In the same case, in the Vaishya's son was not willing to perform the farming, but forced to send the farming, the crops failures occurred because expertise was not there. And today's society, each of the professions, they were expert, they studied the doctor, they studied the how to treat any people for 4 to 5 to 6 years. The teachers, they studied for 7 years to 8 years, so how to teach the students. The soldiers, they are trained, they are physically fit, they know how to handle the weapons and all these things. Okay. So that's why, okay, these divisions were made to fixed. These are some posts by their occupations, not by their birth at first, but later on they are changed, and in later Vedic period they made this by birth, hereditary. So many people, they did not accept the system of Varna laid down by the Brahmins. Some kings thought that they were superior to the priests. Okay. Other felt that the birth could not be a basis for deciding which Varna people belong to. Besides, some people felt that there should be no differences amongst people based on occupation. Others felt that everybody should be able to perform rituals. And others condemned the practice of untouchability, because priests said that the contact with these groups was polluting. Okay. At first they understood, we can understand the reason, but later on there is no reason, because he was not cleaning the toilets, he not cleaning the drains, he not buried the dead bodies, he was practicing something else. But though people very much afraid to touch or go to them. Okay. Also, there are many areas in the subcontinent such as northeast India. You know the northeastern part of the India. Okay, this is our Bengal, this is Bhutan, okay, the Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Nagaland. So those areas, okay. So this northeastern region were secluded totally from the areas resides beside the Ganga and Yamuna valley. Okay, so this Vedic civilization mainly occurred in the bank of Ganga and Yamuna. That's why it is called Ganges Valley civilization. You have read in the first chapter that 2500 years ago this civilization occurred, and their society, this type of Varnas was present. But in these places, mostly the tribal people, they live together for thousands of years. They together, they farming, they hunting and practice hunting, gathering and cultivation, they cutting the trees, animal herding, all these things together. So in this society, no social division was not present. Okay, like the Rig Vedic period, like the later Vedic period. So students, so that's why these places, the priests' influence was very much lower. So I hope you have understood this subunit. So if you have any question, you can ask me. Okay, no problems, Srija, Ankita. Okay, but today society, we can practice anything, we can choose our career by our own. You have total independence, you can choose any occupation. Okay, but is not a matter here, only your abilities matter. If you are able, then you can choose. If there are a lot of exams, there are a lot of trainings, if you successfully pass those exams, successfully pass those training activities, you will be able to join any service. either dance, music, to study, to as a in the armed forces, or any teaching profession, or any in medical profession. A lot of different professions are there, like engineering, okay, the software making, other things. So thank you everyone. So see you in the next class, and wish you very happy puja vacation.